All right, let's get right into it. There is a massive story breaking about a fundamental change to U.S. immigration, and it all starts with a headline that is, well, you just have to see it to believe it. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss this. Yeah, you read that right. This was the headline that kicked everything off, and it is pretty wild. The idea that a senior White House advisor, known for his hardline immigration policies, is getting a private police force? I mean, what does that even mean? Let's break it down. It means exactly this. A brand new team of armed federal agents has been created. And the crazy part? They've been placed inside USCIS, an agency that, up until right now, was never, ever a law enforcement body. And just so we're all on the same page, USCIS stands for United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. Basically, they're the paperwork people. They handle applications for citizenship, green cards, visas, all that administrative stuff. They were never the cops of the immigration system. Well, that's all changing. So what we're witnessing here is a huge shift in what this agency is all about. And here's exactly what that looks like in practice. Okay, this is the key. In the past, if a USCIS officer suspected fraud, they'd just flag the file and hand it over to ICE. That's it. ICE would handle it from there. But now, oh, it's a whole new ballgame. USCIS agents themselves will investigate the suspected fraud, and they'll be empowered to make arrests right there on the spot. That's a game changer. So let's be super clear, these new officers have the power to investigate people, to arrest them, and to present them for prosecution. This officially yanks USCIS out of the paperwork business and drops it right into the world of direct law enforcement. So the big question is, why, right? What's the official reason for turning a benefits agency into an enforcement agency? Well, the new director of USCIS, Joseph Edlow, says it's all about efficiency. The argument is that ICE is just too swamped to follow up on every fraud lead they get from USCIS, so this new force is meant to close that gap. And here's the goal straight from the director's mouth. He says he wants this to have a chilling effect on fraudulent applications. The idea is pretty simple. If you know the person reviewing your forms can also slap handcuffs on you, you're probably less likely to lie. But that phrase, chilling effect, is being heard very differently by immigration advocates. And frankly, they're raising some serious alarms about this whole thing. For instance, Doug Rand, who used to be a senior advisor at USCIS, is calling this whole thing a solution in search of a problem. His point is that there's no massive, widespread fraud crisis that would justify such a dramatic move. And advocates worry that this chilling effect could spread way beyond just fraudulent applications. Nicole Malaku of the National Partnership for New Americans argues that the real goal here might be to just intimidate people, to make them so afraid that they won't even apply for legal benefits they might actually qualify for. But look, this isn't just happening in a vacuum. You have to zoom out and see this as just one piece of a much, much larger strategy. And when you see the numbers, the scale of it really hits you. It starts with the money, a $30 billion budget for ICE. And the goal? The stated goal is to deport 1 million people a year. And the scope is just massive. The State Department is now reviewing the records of all 55 million visa holders in the U.S. And look at what they're searching for. Okay, deportable offenses, you'd expect that. But they're also looking for something called anti-American ideologies. What does that mean? Nobody knows. The administration has not defined the term. And on top of all of that, the director of USCIS has also announced he wants to redesign the U.S. citizenship test because, in his words, right now, it's just too easy. So, you put all of these pieces together. What does it all mean? Well, it points to nothing less than a fundamental rewriting of how the entire immigration system works. Here's the bottom line. USCIS, an agency created specifically to grant benefits and help people, is now also an agency for law enforcement. The line between service and enforcement has been completely erased. Which leaves us with one final, critical question to think about. How does an agency's entire mission, its culture, and its relationship with the public fundamentally change when the person across the desk reviewing your paperwork can now carry a badge and a gun? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more explainers like this. Thanks for watching.